So today we have something new, an unboxing for Star Wars Legion, which is one of the other multitude of games I play. I just recently picked up the BX series droid Commandos. These guys were originally introduced in the Clone Wars television show, and are based off of the B1 battle droid, ubiquitous kind of shell. So they have especially in the arms and legs, they're very similar, but they also have a more rounded, softer shape, I think. But they have a multitude of assembly styles and some cool little clear plastic pieces, it looks like. So let's go ahead and see what we've got here. These, of course, are produced by Fantasy Flight under license, so hopefully they won't go out of stock soon. They use kind of a lot of generic boxes, so tend to have a very empty space in some, whereas this same box might be used for a tank and be a lot more full. So we've got our Legion bases, which are a bit taller than standard. An actual large, easy to read instruction sheet, that's nice. And honestly, necessary, what with all of the different styles you can build them as, so that's cool. A listing of additional rules that apply due to this expansion, and our tokens and cards. Then the sprues themselves. This is something, the initial sets were off sprue. I much prefer to work with things that are on the sprue, so that I have the option of removing them and messing them up myself, as opposed to other people doing it for me. So let's take a look. First up, I love anytime a company gives colored clear plastic like this. So these will snap into these frames here, but I can paint these up and then snap these in after, and those will look really awesome. So that's immediately I just want to make the entire squad with the shields, whether they're useful or not, just because they'll look cool. Alright, and then, oh, it looks, yep, there's 4 shields. You got combat blades. At least the heads are only one piece. For anyone who's built the B1 battle droids, they know those things come in 2 pieces, and it's so easy to lose half the head's pieces. Just, they're so tiny. It's horrible. I have nightmares about it. So 2 different sprue types. This looks to have, what, 2, 3, with this one having legs separate on the body for some reason. And then this one has 2 more frames, it looks like, as well as additional leg posing. And then we've got a sniper rifle here, blasters, or head options. We got the binoculars, I'm guessing, for a leader. The bipod that goes, I imagine, to the sniper, since I don't think we have a heavy weapon in here. This has got a lot of knives on it. So a lot of options in here. Per this, we have Commando with blaster rifle and deflector shield, Commandos just with blaster rifles, can vibro swords. Apparently if you're using a vibro sword, however, you can't use anything else. A droid commando unit leader, so he's got the binoculars and a vibro sword tucked back. So that's interesting. So it looks like they're trying to go with, okay, this is one body type, this is another body type, this is another one. Droid Commander and Mine Saboteur. Really not sure how you would indicate that's a Mine Saboteur. And then we have our sniper rifle guy here. Yep, the bipods for that. Yeah, so I will assemble some of these and we will see how they go. So here we have our 7 assembled models. So in the set you actually have 2 different types of units included. You have the Commando droids, which are 4 models total, or you have the Commando Strike Team, the Droid Commando Strike Team, which has 1 model. Both take the exact same upgrades. So you can increase the Droid Commandos to 5, or you can increase the Droid Strike Commando Strike Team to 2. And these are the cards that let us do that. You can either have the Mine Saboteur, or you can have the Sniper. So as far as construction, what I did was I made the Sniper. You can see here running, he's got his little bipod sniper gun, as well as the Mine Saboteur. So he's got his little mine ready to chuck. So I kind of kept those as the 2 extras. And then I built this leader model. I built one guy with a sword, and the leader has a sword on his back, as well as the mine guy has a sword on his back, just in case I want to use those upgrades. So we actually have 2 vibro swords, just in case you're running both of the teams, you can equip them with vibro swords. And we also have 2 deflector shields for the same reason, and then a unit and a grenade upgrade. Both of these units have the same upgrades available. So one guy, a little unit upgrade, the comms upgrade, weapon upgrade, and the grenade upgrade. Now, as far as assembly goes, and I've completely knocked this one guy. Oh, great. So, oh no, this guy's right. So this, I thought I had knocked one of my positional guys. This guy is designed to have a shield. This is the shield where he's holding it off to the side. Now when you glue these, the problem is that the actual, I was hoping the mounting points would somehow connect onto that, and then you could insert the clear plastic. But what actually is going on is you have to attach the clear, and then the outer shell snaps into it. So these outer shell pieces for the shield are going to have to be painted separately, then have the shield inserted, and then glued onto the completed model. So that makes it a little finicky to finish up. Now some of these have gun ports cut into them, which I think is awesome. Problem is, getting them assembled correctly can be a bit of a pain. So what I found easiest to do was attach the gun arm in the approximate location, let it set a bit, then attach the shield, and then what you have to do is kind of put the gun arm through the shield as it's supposed to, and then align the shield arm like so. And so once these guys are painted up, it'll glue correctly. So it's a bit finicky, you may not get it exactly, but on the plus side, these are not very opaque. You know, they're a little frosted, so if you don't have it perfect, it probably won't even show up. But so I've got 3 guys done up who are going to hold shields, and they're going to be the generic guys for that first 4-man unit. So a 4-man starter unit for me would look like that, and then you can add in either the sniper guy to make it 5, or the mine guy, depending on how you want it. And then for the strike team, what I'm probably going to do is just field the guy with the sword as the leader, or if I'm not using the other squad, I'll just use the leader model. And probably will wind up fielding the sniper most of the time as far as that. So at that point you've got a sniper and a bodyguard basically, so that if the guy runs up on my sniper, I've got a knife to stab him with. The shields and the knives are the same upgrade slot, so you can't run them at the same time. But if I were to have if I want to, instead of the shield, say I was running the knives, I've got the leader with a knife, and I don't play very WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get a lot of times, simply because it can be a pain in the ass. That's not the leader, this guy. And my opponents tend not to. It's possible if you're playing again in a big tournament or something like that, if you think you're going to want to use either version, you may need to pick up a second box in order to have each squad set up correctly, but as long as you're just playing friendly, I don't see a point. The models in general were super easy to put together. The parts, most of the clipping takes place, for instance, under the foot or in the actual socket, so you don't have to worry about that. Those areas that did need cleaning were very easy. I think I found one mold line, and that was on an arm, just kind of because they're a little veiny. They have kind of ridges along the sides, and one of the arms had a little excess material, and that was easily peeled off. Otherwise, very, very good quality, very easy to put together. Not a lot of extra pieces left over. Just basically the optional weapons for if you're assembling them differently. So I look forward to getting these on the table and seeing how they perform with the rest of my Separatist faction.